Let's do it. You and me, baby, ain't nothing but mammals, so let's do it like they do on the Discovery Channel.
Hey guys, welcome to a new episode of the Hangs with Rog podcast, the podcast all about video games and pop culture in general. Today we're probably going to have a pretty short episode because we're in a bit of a rush because we're seeing Infinity War at the cinemas and cannot miss that. So, fuck you, you're getting a short episode. Alright, what have we got to talk about? Did you find anything that you wanted to talk about?
I found 7 things. You haven't even introduced us yet.
Oh yeah,
He's
right.
actually a piece of shit. He does have to introduce us.
You
What
don't
if
know
this
when
isn't-
people are going to start listening.
Exactly.
Okay, so I've got these 2 pieces of shit with me today.
No. I found a bit of news.
Okay, cool.
Okay, cool.
Can we just jump to that, or do you still want to introduce?
Well, yeah, I've already started now, so I'm going to introduce you.
Well, hurry up then.
So first of all, I've got this piece of shit next to me called
Hi,
Nathan
my name is
Lil-
Piece of Shit.
Yep,
POS, for sure.
POS for sure.
In Spanish, it's pedazo de taco.
And I also have the
That's
ginger
actually
boy,
a piece of taco.
Hey guys.
Finn.
Oh hey.
Just Finn for short.
Finn for short.
Yep.
I
It's,
like
it's, F, it's Finn,
So please,
and it's reduced to
Drop,
FN.
drop that bombshell.
Alright, I literally, my heart just fluttered a little bit.
It's what?
It fluttered.
Flustered.
Fluttered.
Your heart's flustered.
molested.
I was molested.
Someone
Your heart
molested
is
your heart.
Call the Jehovah's Witnesses. Anyway.
The elder fucked. Elder fucked his heart.
Well, okay. Yep.
Yeah, go on.
Jehovah's Witnesses did fuck my heart, man. I don't have one anymore.
What's your piece of news, Cam?
Okay, you guys probably aren't gonna be as excited as I am. I can't English today.
English. Yes.
English.
I
Okay.
can never English either. I feel like
Wolfenstein 2 is launching on Switch in June. I'm gonna get it on Switch. I'm gonna enjoy it. It's gonna be sick.
Didn't you oh right.
Play Wolfenstein 2.
Right.
I haven't
Okay.
gonna play it everywhere. It's gonna be fucking sick.
Nice.
That's actually
Played over fucking
June
10 years.
29. There's also a gameplay trailer available for Dark Souls Remastered,
Oh, for Switch.
and Xbox is getting a UI update today.
Oh, I need to, okay.
You're like ages away.
Sorry.
It's okay.
Hello.
It's okay.
Is that better now?
Yeah, probably.
Okay, cool.
Anything else? If not, I'm going to bring something up. So, first of all, I think we owe Nathan an apology. Because last week we made fun of him for thinking that he'd be able to finish God of War in like 2 or 3 days. And he was the first one out of the 3 of us to finish it.
Bitches!
Before we start talking about God of War, full disclaimer: we did not get any review copies from Sony. That's why we didn't talk about the game early, because you have to do this thing when you do reviews.
Yeah. Well, I mean, fuck.
But Sony, if you're listening to this, Mr. Sony, please send us
Mr.
review copies
Sony.
next time.
Mr. Sony.
If,
Is that racist? It sounds racist.
what do you mean?
Well,
It's
what if his
this-
name is Sony? Sony Jim.
Sony?
Mr. Sony.
Monsieur! Monsieur Sony!
Monsieur Baguette.
Roger didn't have any French.
It's not French.
Sony
It
connections.
would be Japanese. wouldn't
Yeah,
it?
so we didn't get review copies. We paid for this game with our hard-earned cash.
Me and Roger bought the collector's edition.
I did not. I
Because
regret
you're
it
a piece of
entirely.
shit.
Because the problem that I had was I was like, oh, God of War, yeah, I'll get it, but I don't think I'm going to love it. And, oh boy, was I wrong.
That's good.
Boy, was
So-
I wrong.
It's kind of nice because you've got
Real nice statue.
myself and Roger who've played since like the start, and then Nathan who's like he's jumping into it fresh. He hasn't played the other ones or anything like that. He hasn't really heard much about them either, and he still loves it as much as we do. So it goes to show how well made this game is.
Real good, real good. So we're not going to talk spoilers about the game. Nathan and I are thinking of doing a spoiler chat later on, which will release will be at the end of this episode. But yeah, so obviously reviews came out and they said it was really good, 10s out of 10s and 9s out of 10s and things like that. But fuck, believe the hype, man. It's real good. So I finished it yesterday. Nathan finished it a couple of days ago. Finn, I think, is still playing God of War 3 or something.
No, Ascension.
Ascension. So he hasn't quite started the new God of War.
I've
just yet?
played probably around 3 hours, 3 and a bit.
Yeah, Fair enough.
So I've got a bit to go.
Fuck, 3 hours. I feel the thing that this game does to you, me and Roger have been talking about it a lot, is I feel like I've been playing this game for months.
Yeah.
And I literally finished the game in 3.5
Hasn't
days.
been out a week yet.
Like,
And yeah.
And
I
like
think I
when
will
you
finish it.
when you told us where you were up to, I was like, oh yeah, I remember this bit. It was
back
like
in the day.
2 days
back
ago.
in my day.
Back in my day.
I've been talking funny buggers.
But yeah, I looked a little bit more into. So Finn and I were talking about. He saw something saying that they were taking a risk with how the camera works in the game. So basically, the whole game is just a single tracking shot that follows Kratos the whole time. There's no cuts at all.
So it blends seamlessly into the cinematics.
It's amazing.
And then
you
it'll
don't
blend
notice
out of
until
it.
you're like midway through a cinematic, you're like, oh fuck, that
The
hasn't.
thing
There's
that the
no
game does,
cuts at all.
Yeah, the thing the game does so well is really, really immerse you in it.
Mm.
Like, it's like we were talking about on our walk the other day, Roger. Like, I haven't played a game that has just begged me to not stop playing. Like, that's why I finished it so quickly. I literally was sitting there and I was like, I need to go to the gym. I need to eat. I need to like get out of bed and have a shower and be an adult human being. And I was like, fuck that shit. I need to play this game. Like, it just kept going. And the fact that, you know, you could be like, oh, this cinematic, it's going to end, cool. And then I'm going to do this chapter and then I'm done. It doesn't have anything like that.
No,
You know?
it's just
Where other games would be like, your chapter
seamless.
1, next
Yeah.
story. It just keeps going.
And it
So-
does. I was talking to Finn about it as well. I wanted to find out how long I had been playing for, and
Yeah, I want to know.
it doesn't tell you anywhere. Like, you can't
Yeah.
find
I easily would be at around like 25
over
to 30
20
hours.
yeah, for sure.
It took me probably, by my estimation, about 26 hours to finish the game.
About 26. Fuck, that's scary to think I played 26 hours of a game in like 3 days.
Yeah.
But back to the camera thing. So I found an article on Polygon, Finn, where the creative director, Corey Barlog, was saying his idea was he wanted to do that tracking shot.
Yep.
And everyone was like, it's too hard to do and it's not going to work.
Yeah.
As in, it's not going to translate well in the game. It's not going to give the effect that he's thinking it will.
Yeah.
And he was like, no, it's going to work. But he didn't have anything to compare it to sort of plead his case and go, you know, look, it worked in that game, it worked in that other game. Because no one has ever done that before.
Yeah.
So he tried to compare it to like some TV shows. Apparently there's, you were saying, Nathan, there's a scene in True Detective where they do like a 7
You would
minute-
remember it because you've seen it. It was about halfway through series 1.
Yep.
And it's when they're in the slums and there's that 7-minute tracking shot following
Yeah,
Matthew McConaughey.
yeah.
It is fucking incredible. And the amount of production that went into it, because they've got like choppers flying overhead that are perfectly timed.
That's crazy.
And they've obviously got action stuff going on in the background as well. It is insane.
Yeah, but so he had that to compare it to, but well, not really, because it's, you know, it's already filmed, it's done.
Yeah.
Where you don't know what the player's gonna do, and then you don't understand
Fuck.
why he did this. We don't want to do it ever again,
Yeah.
but we get it
Yeah.
because apparently it would have like
5 years work.
yeah,
So
yeah,
it's
like
crazy.
you look at it like we probably don't understand really how much goes into it because we're not in the fucking industry, but
I still can't think about, like,
it's
I don't get
fucking
how they did it.
crazy. It's nuts. The whole game is. They said there's a couple of cheats. You can sort of tell when, if you really pay attention. There's some bits where you go, okay, there's a little cut there, but
That's like when you watch Daredevil and it like
yeah,
zooms into the back and then comes out.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. That's
But
sort
like
of
the
thing.
part that,
But-
that freaks me out is not the actual cinematics, because I wouldn't care if halfway through a cinematic it like cut to another angle or something like that. I know it doesn't that much, but what freaks me out is the starting of every cinematic. Because the ending, you've had games, you know, that have you sort of part of a cinematic and then turn around and then you're in the game, sort of. You know, where the game sort of tried to do this but didn't do it very well. And you can sort of see where the cinematic ends and the gameplay starts and the character turns around and they're in. So you've got sort of those things. But the fact that you have to get your character from A to B and then start the cinematic from B with like it being completely seamless, like it just blows my mind.
it's nuts.
It is nuts. That there's no
But
other
yeah.
word for it,
Like-
and it's completely unique. Like nobody else has
Yeah,
done
no
something
one's
like
done
that.
it. Yeah.
So it's a really fresh experience when you're playing the game.
Yeah. So you can sort of compare it to other games in terms of like the genre and things like that, but whatever you compare it to for whatever part of the game, I believe that game does it better than anything you want to compare it to. Like it's just the story's really good. The combat system is amazing. Like every single fight that I've fought even if it's like, you know, just shitty, just whatever. What are they called?
Drugs?
Yeah, it's just
Drogger.
joggers or
Yeah.
whatever. Anyway, like every single fight, you feel like, you know, there's a bit of challenge in there. And
Yeah,
it's just
and
fun as fuck.
they have this really good way of having it balanced in the sense that Kratos is a god and he feels fucking powerful.
Yeah.
Like you press heavy attack and it feels heavy.
Like
It's
we go
so
Spartan
good.
Rage mode.
Yeah,
No.
exactly. So they do a really good job of
I always forget
balancing
about
the fact that he's a god
Yeah, I haven't used it
with
much as a
enemies that are
before.
actually pretty difficult to beat
Yeah.
as well.
Like when you've got a mixture of different,
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
every like it might be all the same difficulty, but every single one takes a different kind of style
Yeah.
of attack. So if you're versing 4 different people, then
Have
it's,
you
crazy.
gone through the journal in the game at all?
A little bit.
Because I was doing that, and that's really interesting. That
The
they've
kids
done as
writing,
well.
yeah.
Yeah, exactly. The kid's writing his journal everywhere. So the entire lore of the game and of the Vikings and Norse mythology is pretty much there. And the kid knows it, and he's writing a journal about it. So if you want to learn about it, it's not like Destiny where you've got grimoire cards and you have to go to a website to look into the lore. It's all built into the game. It's built in a way that's organic and...
Yeah, because you see the kid writing the notes in the journal and
And
goes,
it's-
"Oh yeah, I need to take notes here,"
Yeah.
and then you go back to the journal, you can read.
You're literally paused and looking at a screen, but you still feel immersed in the gameplay because it's part of that world. It's like, I mean, Roger, Finn, you have unlocked it by now, but the fast travel?
Yeah, I just unlocked it.
Yeah, have you used it yet?
No. So they talk about the Bifrost,
Yeah.
which is kind of cool because if you're, I think the only reason I know what that shit means is because of the Marvel movies.
Yeah.
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 And they talk
Well,
about
we watched Vikings as well.
they even
so-
talk. Oh yeah, they even talk about like Ragnarok and stuff as well.
Yeah.
Which is cool.
Yeah.
But the thing with the fast travel is, without spoiling for you what it actually is, they've actually found a way to make fast travel, which is a very
Makes sense,
immersion breaking experience, make sense.
Yeah.
And I've figured out how they do it as well. Like when like how, because we spoke about how it doesn't have loading screens. When it does technically, like you pick up on it when you've used it heaps more. You're like, it does have a loading screen, but it's cheeky in the way that it
That's what I mean when you walk
Yeah,
through there.
exactly.
Yeah.
um
The cheats.
it's very, very smart, and
Yeah.
that element of not breaking that immersion that's been built over the last few hours of gameplay is what has that feeling of I can't stop playing.
But yeah, like it's something that I would say that you hear the term killer app all the time. If it's something that would move units, that's definitely something. If you don't have a PS4, like it's worth buying a PS4 just to play that. It's
Yeah.
There's all those there's those
amazing.
pictures that have like Aloy from Horizon, and then you've got Kratos
Aloy.
there as well. Fuck off. Have you even
it's okay. He
played the
hasn't
game?
played the game yet.
Doesn't matter.
He hasn't
Still
either.
Aloy. It doesn't change the way you pronounce her name. Pussy.
Damn.
Delete recording.
Delete
No,
this.
the only reason I mentioned it is like
Fuck you.
Oh shit.
there was
Sorry, what I was gonna say is they have all these pictures that have basically the 2 big mainstream PlayStation titles, and Xbox has nothing. It's just crazy.
Yeah, I was reading an article the other day where they were saying that you hear a lot about all these games, mainly like developers not believing in sort of single player games anymore
me.
because
I don't get that.
because of it's the business structure where they're not going to make as much money on a single player
100%.
game because people are just going to buy the game, play it once, and then put it away. Maybe
Yeah.
play it twice and then put it away. Whereas you have these games like Destiny or Battlefront or whatever, where people are playing online. They're supposed to keep playing it. They can buy the DLC, and that's going
that's going
to
to keep moving.
extend
units.
the longevity of the game. But they were comparing what Xbox has been doing and what Sony's been doing, where Sony has been taking much more like risks
Yeah.
compared to Xbox. But then there's different factors. For example, Sony's got a lot more first-party developers compared to Xbox. So, like, obviously they're going to have more first-party games, but still, you look at what games Xbox has been making. So, like Sea of Thieves, for example, it's like more of an online thing, whereas Sony's still doing, like, funding those single-player experiences, which are obviously paying off. But at the same time, they're leading, so they must have more money to put in there. But
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
still,
I think it comes back a lot to the launch of the 2 consoles as well.
Yeah,
Because when
100%.
the Xbox One launched, obviously they were
Yeah.
like, "This is our entertainment console for everything." Sony took it home, laughed a lot, and then came back with their killer, like, one-liner. The one-liner literally shut down all Xbox One sales, and it's literally for the players. Like, Xbox One was like, this is for the home. Oh, by the way, it plays games. And PS4, Sony was just like, here's the PS4. It plays games. And, I mean, it can do some other shit, but this is games. If you like games, you need this shit. And Sony's
For
marketing...
the players.
I think I saw there was an article about like the companies that have done the best marketing, like ever, and Sony's marketing for the PS4 was up as like one of the highest. The fact that they do things, for example, games that aren't exclusive, Sony's struck enough deals and they have enough money to strike those deals with the developers to make games seem like they're exclusive. Like, have you guys watched any of the ads for Battlefront 2?
Not two. Okay. I've seen some for a while.
If you guys go and look at them, I don't think I've seen one ever that says it's Xbox aside from this tiny little thing at the end. Every single Battlefront trailer is Battlefront for the players, and then, by the way, Xbox. Like, they're really, really smart about it. And on top of that, all of the stuff they're putting into their exclusives, because Sony's killing it. Like, I can't remember the last time I turned on my Xbox. Actually, that's a lie. I turned it on a couple of weeks ago to play Forza. Played it for about 5 minutes, then I was like, cool, I'm done.
Yeah, that was good when we came back from Great Ocean Road.
Yeah, that's what did it. So. But yeah, Sony's killing their marketing and they're killing the originals, or the exclusives, not originals. Well, they're originals as well, but they're killing the exclusives, and I mean that's what's making the money is the fact that I was thinking about this as well when you were mentioning, you know, single player experience as opposed to live services, because live services are always going to make more money, and I'm doing air quotes here because they are going to make more money from idiots. But tomorrow, if Cory Barlow came out and was like, hey man, there's a season, well not hey man, but like posted, and was like, hey guys who played my game, we're going to develop a season pass for this and we're going to give you guys some more content and some more random shit. I'll pay through my ass for it. I want more and more of this game. Like, I would play this game just so much. And I finished it, and I'm upset that I finished it because I just wanted to keep playing. And now I'm going through and sort of 100% completing it, which I think I'll do. But there's some things that are frustrating me because things get hard, and you got to keep trying it over and over and over again. And it's But when I play a game like this that I fall in love with, like, I just want more of it. And that's why things like The Last of Us. What was the DLC they did for that with Ellie? Left Behind.
Yeah.
Have you guys both played that?
No.
You haven't?
No. I haven't.
Neither of you?
Nope.
Jesus Christ, how?
Just one of those things, I guess. Like,
fuck, it's
when
so
I played,
good!
but was that on PS4?
Yeah, it came on PS4 for free in the remastered edition. It's just
I have
there.
it sitting up there. I just haven't played it.
Yeah, same.
I played it on PS3.
It's maybe 1 or 2 hours long. 100% recommend
Really?
you guys get into that.
Maybe
Hell
before,
yeah.
like...
It just expands the story. Cause
once finished God of War, I reckon.
Yeah, it's a prequel to the game.
Mm-hmm.
And it takes part.
Yeah, I know what it is. I just haven't played it.
I think you should.
Yeah.
You definitely should. And if they did something like that for God of War, like, oh man.
Was there a season pass for God of War?
No. They're not working
there's
on
no
any
DLC. They said they're not working on DLC.
Yeah,
there's no microtransactions or anything. It's literally just the single player game.
Insomniac said no microtransactions for Spider-Man either. And they're going to have heaps of costumes, so unlockables in-game.
That's cool. I like that, man. It feels like original.
That's it, man. Like,
you have to unlock it instead of spending money.
The only thing you need to make gamers happy, or like people like us, is obviously just a complete experience. Like, I want to get my money's worth.
Yeah.
Like, that's it. I don't want to buy a game that's half-baked and have to pay for a season pass to get the rest of the game. Like, I don't like that.
The price of a full game on top of that.
Exactly. It's fucking bullshit.
Yeah.
I want a complete game. Like I said, like I always keep saying, is I think that the people who are handling DLC the best is Nintendo, because they put out good games, complete games, and they announce the DLC. And like, here. I think the only thing that came with the season pass was Splatoon, which makes sense because it's an online experience. Like,
Speaking of complete games, did you guys hear about Black Ops 4?
No, I just read that there, and is that?
I was looking at your notes and I was like, "What the fuck is Blops?"
It's
Man, she's on the Blop.
Wow, what the fuck?
Title of the show: She's on the Block.
So,
there's been reports where you know about the one where they said they're going to release a remastered version of Modern Warfare 2, but it's just going to be the campaign.
We talked about that, yeah. And I said, I kind of get it. Makes sense a bit to me.
So what it's looking like is they're gonna have the campaign of Modern Warfare 2 remastered, just the campaign.
Yep.
And then Black Ops 4 is just gonna be online.
And that's a rumor, yeah.
It's reports of it.
Reports. What the? Nah, no way. Like,
They'll do it.
campaign is like one of the biggest things. Like, I know.
Battlefront 2's campaign was one of the big things about it.
Yeah.
The original.
No, but I mean, like Call of Duty in
This
general
would be the first
has
Call of
always
Duty
been
without a
campaign. And like, yeah, multiplayer is the biggest thing about it now, obviously. But
Yeah, I was reading the article because they were critically acclaimed for their campaigns
because they're good,
from
man,
the start.
and they stuck.
But
with
then
the good formula
they sort
and-
of went downhill as time went by, and especially Black Ops 3 is one of the least favorite campaigns.
Yeah,
When
like when you talk about campaigns within games, or like single player story experiences, I think the only first person shooter they've ever been like blown away by is probably Modern Warfare 1 and 2. The campaigns in that were really, really good. So I'd be very surprised.
Black Ops 1 was amazing.
Black Ops 1, yes, that was
Really loved
amazing.
Black Ops 1.
I can play that again.
Yeah, but
But if they decide to go that way, like that's really strange. for them to do that.
it is.
Who's fronting that now? Like who's in charge? What company?
Well, it's different every year.
Yeah,
So
okay.
they have 2 years to work on it.
Okay.
So I think it's Treyarch. I think it's Treyarch
Treyarch and
doing.
Infinity
So
Ward.
is that how
Infinity
they can
Ward
get?
does so they did World War 2
Mm-hmm.
and then or was it who was it
Fuck,
last year?
Did it? None of us bought World War 2, did we?
Yeah, I've got it.
Do I have it?
I don't think so. No, I told
Oh.
you to get it. I don't
Can I
think
borrow
I got it.
I want to play a campaign.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
Sick.
sure.
Thanks, man.
Yeah, it's actually pretty good. I haven't finished it, but yeah, I think it's Treyarch that's doing Black Ops.
So is that how they can get a new Call of Duty every year and still say that it's getting like not? One
Yeah,
year worth
so
of development?
each
That's
team has
cheeky.
2 years to work on it.
That's cheeky.
Smart.
Oh.
Smart business because it's like always the
Yeah, they'll still get one
of
every
the
year.
number one selling games.
But then you have like other small teams. So I don't remember which one. But for example, you have like the big one, which is Infinity Ward. But then you have Sledgehammer that's working on part of the game. Or something like that.
yeah. Like they do the multiplayer aspect, or they do the zombies.
Yeah,
kind of,
something like that. I'm not entirely sure. But yeah,
That's cool.
they have many teams working on it, so they
Big-
have 2 years.
Big
each.
call if they decide to go that way. I'd be
Yeah.
very surprised because
So
as much as they talk about multiplayer experiences and like everyone's into it, there's always going to be people who have the console in like different parts of the world, like have the console and maybe they don't have good enough internet or they just play
Yeah.
single player games
yeah,
and they just want to have that single player experience.
so they
That's-
still have that single player thing, but it's
Oh.
going to be as Modern Warfare 2
That's crazy.
remastered,
Yeah, that's
which is
dumb.
a big move. But they're saying like they want to focus. They're going to expand the multiplayer. So
How can
I
they
saw something.
Battle Royale or something?
Yes.
Fuck off.
Yes.
Yeah.
So yeah, nothing's confirmed yet, but it's looking more and more likely,
Maybe
I
they
guess,
can-
because it
yeah.
was like one thing that came up was there's going to be a Modern Warfare 2 remastered, but it's just going to be campaign. And then this other thing that came out was like Black Ops 4 is just going to have multiplayer. So it's making more and more sense. But we'll see.
That's beautiful. Yeah, fuck Black Ops though. As in without a story.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah.
Like, they're fun, man. Like, even though they've gone downhill, I still have fun. Like even
I don't. I haven't. I'm trying to think. I haven't finished Black Ops 3, the campaign.
I
I haven't
finished it.
finished World War 2. Advanced Warfare I did. What was before that?
campaigns. How many hours?
Infinite Warfare. Is that what it was called?
It's the one with Jon
Infinite
Snow.
Warfare. Yeah,
Yeah.
that was pretty good. I dug that one.
Yeah.
I finished that one.
Conor
But
McGregor.
yeah, I don't know. Yeah, what a waste.
pretty funny.
throwing shit at buses and stuff. It's fucking crazy.
Yeah. I still remember what was it? I don't remember who it was. But I was watching a video that was making fun of not Infinity War, Advanced Warfare, the first one that came out with the new shit, and he was like, man, you see the first time you see them using the armor, you see them like fucking each other up, and then like later in the game, this girl who's wearing the armor gets fucked up by a guy who has like no armor on at all, like legit, like hella fucked up. And I was like, wow. And then you put the two videos together, and I was like, are they fucking retarded? Like they literally just made like this guy's like throwing people around in like a boxing ring, and then this girl has the suit on, and she's like shown to be very adept. Is that the word? At fucking fighting, and some random guy from Turkey or whatever country they're fucking in just fucks her up. It's like grabs her and throws her at a car and shit.
Gets fucked
What are you
by
talking
turkey.
about right now?
Yeah, I don't know what you're talking about.
I have no idea what you're talking
This
about.
chick had armor on and she got fucked by
That's what I heard
turkey.
as well. Can we
Fucking
call the
turkeys.
episode "Fucked by a Turkey"?
No, it's on the block.
On the Blops.
On the Blops. Yeah, I'll have to listen to this again. I actually didn't understand what you were saying.
It was just comparing two parts from cinematics in the game, where one just plot holes the other. It's
Okay.
fucking bullshit.
Yeah.
Public service announcement here as well, guys. Infinity War is out today on the 25th. If you guys aren't seeing it today, you should stay off social media until you do, if you want to see the movie unspoiled, because a ginger potentially had something spoiled, and other people as well who have been on social media.
We'll talk about it. We'll obviously have like an Infinity War talk, and then we'll do an Infinity War spoiler talk.
Yeah.
And then I'll confirm yes or no. But I'm going to look at you guys. If it happens, I'm going to look at you guys and go,
This was it.
Can you?
yeah, 'cause I made the decision to look on Facebook.
You got to do it too, so it fits.
He's not allowed to.
Make the noise.
I'm not allowed to.
That's gross.
Speaking
You're
of
gross.
wars,
Yeah, there was one thing I think you're going to be pretty keen on. Detroit.
yeah,
You've played
Demo.
David Cage's
Fuck.
other games, right?
yes,
Heavy Rain. shit.
yes. Heavy Rain,
So,
Beyond Two Souls, which is kind of a piece of shit.
so
but-
something
sorry.
that's considered a big change. I didn't really affect me because I haven't really played the other games.
Yeah.
Basically, you know that decisions you make during the game are going to affect
Yeah.
what happens
Yeah.
later on, but you don't know what you're missing out on because you don't know what the other decisions.
Exactly.
So what they're doing in Detroit is there's a big flow chart
Yeah.
in the pause menu.
Ah, so you can see.
So yeah, you can see how many. You don't see what they are,
yeah.
but you can see how many different paths there are.
Fuck, that's kinda
so
cool.
you get to there was an example where there's an android in the house. You're playing as her, and you have the option of opening a window, right?
Yeah.
You can open the window if you want, but you don't have to, obviously.
Yeah.
If you do open it, later on there might be something, and you need to like
Get out quickly or
yeah,
something. And
escape the house or something like that.
if the window's
and you
open,
can
you can.
yeah, if the
That's
window's
pretty
open,
smart.
you can get out. But you can see like how many other options there would have been.
Yeah.
At that point. Yeah, which is cool. So it was saying that David Cage, like he's always been really big on sort of cinematic experiences as opposed to the video game side of things. But now he's more open to the video game side of things.
Yeah.
So that's why he's included that. And they're saying it's a pretty ballsy move because it's basically like opening the curtain on.
Like what happens behind the scenes.
Yeah,
that's,
yeah. So I thought that was
Because that's one of the biggest things about his previous games that everyone loved is every single decision you make impacts the story. And it's really cool.
So yeah. So Detroit Become Human. Demo's out on PS4. I haven't tried it yet. I don't know if I want to try it because it's the start of the game. Like if you're gonna get the game.
I guess that's the thing. Yeah, true.
Yeah. So
There's no point getting it
if you're gonna play, if you're gonna get the game.
Yeah.
If you're
But I
on
guess
the
one of
fence,
those one of those things like if you're on the fence. But I guess even for us, maybe we're not going to dig it, and we go, oh, maybe I won't buy it.
Yeah, that's true. But then you can buy the game if you don't like it. You can return.
Just return it. Yeah, true.
So yeah, I don't know. It's there anyway. Did you guys have
ting,
anything else you wanted to talk about?
I just want to watch Avengers like right now.
Yeah, same. Real king.
We've been waiting so long for this.
Yes.
I can't do it.
We'll talk about that on the next episode.
We shall.
But I think that's pretty much it. I had something about
Spider-Man?
Doesn't matter. Oh yeah, Spider-Man. So, new game's coming out in September. PS4 exclusive. I think we talked about a couple episodes ago. They're going to release a novel called Spider-Man Hostile Takeover, which is going to be a prequel to the game.
A novel like a book?
Like a book.
Oh, not a graphic novel.
I don't think so.
That's
think so. But yeah, so you can read that to get a bit of a background story on what's going to happen in the game. It's not necessary really.
I wouldn't mind doing that. How do you know how big it
cool.
is, or just heard about it?
Nah, they haven't even released. They haven't even released like the cover for it.
It's kind of weird. You'd think it'd be a comic that they do.
Yeah, that's what I thought as well. I'm not.
They
it
might
said
do that as
it
well,
said
maybe.
novel.
Yeah.
It didn't say graphic novel.
Okay, that's cool.
Yeah.
Sick.
That's all I had. Did you guys have anything else you want to talk about?
Want to play God of War more?
Yeah.
Gonna finish it.
Do it.
Gonna try and
Please.
finish it.
Can you just finish it? We need to talk about it.
What?
No, that's pretty much it for me. I don't know much else.
Yep.
Fucking,
Yep.
fucking,
Keen to get the fuck out of here and watch some Infinity
I'm gonna
War.
eat a burrito and watch Infinity War.
I want to stick the
can we
burrito up
sneak
my butt.
burritos in?
Yeah, we can, but
We'll
they're
hide them in
super
Roger's-
strict. We're going to gold class.
We'll hide them in Roger's butt
So
and
it's
then we'll
gonna
go up.
Yeah, there's
Fine.
plenty of room in there. It's
Yeah.
quite loose.
You don't mind the warmth either. You can
Mr.
keep them warm.
Hank.
No, I enjoy the warmth.
Nice, nice,
good.
nice. Warmth and foil.
Especially like
They weren't
unwrapped.
full. your
Oh, wait. Okay. Let's. Before I forget, I would have hated myself if I forgot. We had a question from a listener of the show.
True.
I want to read exactly what it says because I don't want to butcher it.
Once again, it was not Dick Hole.
Yes, Dick Hole.
Do you know who it was?
Yeah, I know him.
Oh, okay.
So, question is, the email says, "Hey nerds, I am Crumb from Australia. I love the show and just finished listening to your whole catalogue of 16 episodes. Well done, mate. Fucking well done. What
Proud
a
of you,
life
fam.
achievement there. Great work, guys. Love your work. Love your style. My question is, if you had a stroke and had amnesia so you could rewatch a movie/TV series not knowing what's going on, which would it be? Can't wait to be your best recurring guest on the show soon. Don't forget to change your hands and wash your gloves, guys. Lots of love, El Crumberto." This motherfucker is actually the original co-host of the show. You fucked off, so that's your fault. But we're going to answer your question nonetheless.
So I think a cool way to do this would be to break it up to what's your favorite, what movie series would you do, and what TV series would you do.
Yeah, cool, done.
So
Nathan, go.
Star Wars and Breaking Bad.
Fair. Okay. Awesome.
Like,
Just being
I
able
would
to
watch
it
Star
again.
Wars again. I would have somebody introduce it to me in machete order. So I watch 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 6. I should have just said Star Wars and Clone Wars. No, we'll lock in Breaking Bad though.
Yeah.
Because Clone Wars I'll always love. But there's no real, like... You almost see everything coming in Clone Wars, so you don't really
Yeah.
need to worry about that. You could go into it knowing everything about Star Wars and still be like, this is just really great Star Wars. Whereas Breaking Bad has some really cool twists and turns that really just kind of fuck you up. And Star Wars, obviously the big one being in Empire Strikes Back.
Yeah.
Oh man.
So good.
I was like 6 when I watched Empire Strikes Back. It was the first one I saw. And I sat down because it was on TV and we started like maybe... When the movie started, and my mum was just like, "Man, don't watch it. You're gonna be scared of Darth Vader." And we were like, "Nah, fuck you, mum. We're like fucking 6 and 8 now. We do what we want."
Fuck you, Mom.
Fuck you,
And
baby.
I've just never felt terror like that. Like, I'm scared of a character that's just... It wasn't a scary movie. He scared me. And then when he cuts off Luke's
Presence.
hand and he's there and he gives you that whole spiel, it freaked me out. Like, that movie had a profound effect on me. And Breaking Bad was pretty much the same in the form of a TV show. So Star Wars and Breaking Bad.
That's
Rag?
cool. I like that. Ragler?
You can't say the same ones as me.
Finn? I reckon for me it'll be Star Wars and Breaking Bad.
Fuck, yeah, fair.
Fuck this shit, I'm out.
Fuck this shit. Fuck this shit, I'm out.
I don't know, man. I'm thinking about this. I don't.
So what TV shows have you watched? You got like Game of Thrones?
Yeah.
But for me, I'd already read the books. Well, I'd started reading the books after, so like... movie series, you've got like
The
Marvel
whole-
movies.
I was going to say the
Avengers.
whole Marvel
Fucking-
Cinematic Universe again.
Yeah.
Avengers for the
but-
first
Whatever that
time
means.
was...
Sure, there's better. If I had like one movie
Then probably Star Wars.
series,
Yeah.
it
Just
wouldn't be
stick with-
Star Wars.
No.
No.
Unbreakable. Running Split.
Yeah,
I
I,
love
was
that you
actually
guys didn't
thinking
know.
Unbreakable. Yeah.
Fuck.
So we watched Split, and Nathan and I hadn't watched Unbreakable. I watched Unbreakable afterwards. Fucking sick movie.
Like, we saw Split, and I was like, fuck, guys.
Yeah, actually,
crazy.
that would be perfect. Watch Unbreakable first.
Yeah. I was like,
And then
guys,
watch
crazy. And they're
Split.
just both looking there like, what? I'm like, and then I just played it down. I'm like, oh, nothing. And then I'm like, and then like a day later or something, I was like, oh, we should watch Unbreakable. Like, it's another M. Night Shyamalan movie. That'd be good.
Fuck.
Hey!
Yeah.
So good.
Good times. Yeah, so something like that could be really good as a
yeah,
movie.
TV series.
What is you could watch like Naruto or Full Metal Alchemist
Oh
again.
my god.
Full Metal Alchemist. You reckon?
Yeah, or probably Naruto, because there's so many more episodes. There's a lot more character growth as well in there. It would be Naruto. Yeah, done.
Lit.
Done.
So we got Star Wars and Breaking Bad for me. We got Unbreakable for Roger's movie and Naruto for his TV show. Funny.
Funny.
That's beautiful.
What a shit name. Get a new
I was
one.
thinking
Dark Knight Trill.
maybe, yeah, but I was even thinking like when I think back to watching films when I was younger, like that kind of thing, like James Bond was like huge to me. So
yeah.
watching like all of those movies again for the first time, and being a kid would be like pretty. Amazing.
Do you think if you saw them again through new eyes,
That's the
now
thing.
as an adult, would you
Yeah.
appreciate them as much?
Yeah, but you had a
No.
stroke.
Yeah,
So you don't know what.
So you don't know. That's what I was gonna say to you.
You've never
like,
watched movies
if you watch
before.
Star Wars right now, as in you're not watching it as a kid, you're not having that experience. Everything you love is usually due to like your series.
Everything
of
you
events
watch
in
is
your life
Jewish.
and how you're feeling.
Well, I think that Star Wars set me on a path of science fiction. Which
Yeah.
put me onto books and comics and
Lord of the
everything
Rings
space
and
related.
everything
Like
like that
when I was a
as well.
kid, part of me wanted to be an astronaut.
Mm.
I wasn't smart enough for that, and I wasn't white enough. But I'm kidding. There are black astronauts, probably.
And Hispanic
My
ones.
dogs have been astronauts.
Yeah, well, they're
Okay.
white.
Cars.
Cars have been
Cars
astronauts.
have been in space.
Thank you, Elon
Um,
Musk, for that.
TV series.
The only thing that worries me.
I don't even know. TV series wise.
What else could you get? Like, you go like animated TV series.
First 10 seasons of The Simpsons again. That'd be pretty beautiful.
Appreciate the comedy. Something like How I Met Your Mother, even.
Yeah.
I'd appreciate that all again. I remember just watching that and because
Scrubs.
Scrubs. Fuck, I
For the
love
first
Scrubs so
time.
much.
That'd be
Eagle. The only thing that scares me is what if you went back to it and you just didn't like
Didn't
it?
like it, but maybe like it's one of those things like you talk about, like it's like, oh, what would you do with this, and then you talk about like what you would do, but it's like if you could fix it, it'd be like, but you'll love it as well as watching it for the first time.
What if you had a stroke and your eyes don't work anymore?
Your eyes don't work anymore.
Yep.
Then I'd listen to listening to your first album.
I'd
for the
listen
first
to
time or
Breaking Bad.
Man,
Yeah, true. I don't know what the fuck's going on.
no, what about that though? Let's say like you had a stroke and you went blind, so you need to experience something that you haven't experienced before. So say album.
Yeah.
Mine would have to be like something like My Chemical Romance or something. Like it
Mm.
just, oh man, that album.
Movements, maybe.
Oh man,
That
movements. Oh, so good.
Yeah, I don't know.
Interstellar soundtrack.
Yeah,
Yeah.
fuck.
Oh.
So good.
Man, I watched Interstellar the other night.
Interstellar.
And I
really
got through
good.
about half of it, 'cause it's a really long movie. I got through about half, and then I was falling asleep, so I was like, I'm going to come back to this later. Man, like, I cried.
Oh shit. We're gonna wrap it up here, boys and girls.
Just ignore my emotion, that's fine.
Yeah, fuck your emotions. You have too many.
Fuck off, I'm sensitive. I'm a sensitive boy.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for listening to the show. Thank you, Nathan and Finn, for hanging out with me as per usual.
Oh, you're welcome.
You can email more questions if you like at hangswithrog@gmail.com. We are on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram. Is that it? Do you have anything else? YouTube channel.
I'm gonna
We have a
Are you
YouTube
going to
channel.
do the ending?
I was going to do the close.
Okay, you can do the close.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, wait, let me just think what I'm going to say.
You're not supposed to think.
Okay.
But yeah, as we always say on the Hangs with Rog podcast,
When you finally decide to marry a girl, make sure she comes from her nipples.
Alright, so this is going to be our spoiler chat for God of War. So if you haven't played the game, please stop listening to this right now and come back to it once you've played it. But Nathan
Or don't
and I-
come back.
What?
They
No,
can.
but yeah, please come back.
Yeah.
Be nice to come back.
Yeah, no, you're right. That would be nice.
I'd love to have you back.
Unless you're Finn. Finn can fuck off.
Yeah, fuck him.
He
Yeah.
hasn't even finished the game. Great work.
So yeah, Nathan and I have finished the game. Finished the story anyway, not 100%, but
Yeah, just give me another 2 days and I'll be there.
yeah, I don't know if I'm gonna do it just yet. But anyway, we've both finished the story mode of the game, and holy shit, is it amazing! It's I was saying to Nathan, because he hasn't played the other ones, it's a massive turnaround from the old games from the franchise. It's not just the sort of just action game where you just kill everyone. It's much more sort of
Personal?
yeah. It's about the story of Kratos, but all the violent stuff is somehow still there. It's just more, the game's more mature, and it's, oh man, what they've done with that game is just amazing.
Yeah, I'm in love with it. I can't
Yeah.
stop playing it. And obviously, the reason we tell you guys to come back after playing the game is because, I mean, even thinking about what happens in the game, it's pretty boilerplate, the story. But there's so many things that you experience in the game that you don't want to have spoiled for you. But the actual story itself, like, if it wasn't God of War, it was something else. Like, you'd be like, yeah, cool, it's a game. Like, start to finish. It's cool.
Yeah.
And it's a good story. It's not to say that it's bad or it's great. It does the job. It serves its purpose. But I think its purpose is a lot more of guiding you through this adventure so you can have these experiences. And those experiences individually elevate the game past what it would be if it weren't there. Know what I mean?
I know what you mean.
Yeah.
I know what you mean.
And yeah, I played it. I enjoyed the fuck out of it. And I mean, we're allowed to talk about spoilers so we can talk about specific things. And I think, I don't know about you, Roger, but the first couple of hours, I was struggling to have my like jaw dropping moment. And I was like, oh man, like surely it's coming, but like it hasn't. I haven't come yet. But I was struggling to have that jaw dropping moment. And I was like, what's going on? Like, where is it? And then I started going through the mines, and I come out of the mines, and I'm on this little elevator, and this dragon attacks me out of nowhere. And I was like, okay, cool. And then I'm going up this elevator, and there's a dragon holding onto the elevator and holding me down. And I have to like whack his hand so that he comes off. You have to whack him till he comes. But what a weird morning this has been. But I was doing that, and then you go outside, and it continues the boss battle, and it's just this epic, like there's just
so fucking epic.
it's fucking massive, and the music just swells up as well. So the music is great, and it is just epic. And things are happening, and you're fighting this dragon, and the dragon's trying to kill you, obviously, and you're just fighting it, and it's sick. And then it moves to the next stage of the fight, and the following stage is like it's a quick time event, but it's done really tastefully. Like it's part of a cinematic where you're fighting the dragon, and he's like running all over his body and stuff. But the part that literally like blew my mind completely, or where it started, was the start of that boss battle. You go outside, and Sindri's there, and your kid's like, we gotta save him, and Kratos is like, no, like he's not my problem, like you can fuck off, like I'm not gonna die and fight a dragon. And the kid's like, Dad, we have to save him, can you kill something that big? And Kratos is like, yeah,
Come on, mate.
go distract
Do you know
it,
who I am?
go distract it, you little cunt. And then he runs off to the side, and you just literally have to run and then leap off the side of a cliff onto the dragon. He just catches him with his axe. He's like, and just, oh
So
man, it was
fucking
so
good.
epic. And
So good.
the way that fight ends, where you kill the dragon, and then Kratos lands, and the dragon falls with his mouth open, and you're in its mouth at the end. And he doesn't bud, he just stands there, and it falls either side of him. And it's just, oh man, it's so epic. And that was my first real, fuck, this is going to be a good game.
There's a few
kind
big
of
things.
moment.
I read a bit of a review on it before it came out, and someone said you don't need to have played the old games to enjoy the new one, and it's actually better if you haven't played the old ones. And I was like, okay, that's cool, because Nathan hasn't played the old ones. And then I played it, and there are some bits where I'm glad I've played the game, because
Well, fuck
I
you.
guess it wouldn't have affected me as much if I hadn't played it.
Yeah.
For example, there's a bit where you have to save Atreus, your kid, because he's sick, and you have to go to hell, don't you? Yeah, it's Helheim.
Yeah, Helheim.
But your main weapon, the axe, won't work in hell. So then Kratos goes, I need to go home and get something that
From
I
my
never
past,
thought.
I've
Yeah,
covered up
from
or
my
something.
past. And I immediately went, oh my god, he's going to get the Blades of Chaos. He goes home and fucking gets the Blades of Chaos. Like, in the middle of the game. And I was just like, oh my god. And the way that did it as well was just fucking great. You're outside the house. He's about to go into the house to get him. But those monsters that you're going to face in hell come out, and they're blue, which means your
can't,
axe
yeah.
won't affect them. So you have to fight them barehanded. So you you don't feel powerless, but you're like, fuck, I have to fight them barehanded. I wish I had a weapon. Kill them all, go inside the house, get the blades. He like wraps the chains around his wrists. And then you go outside and you just fuck everyone up with your Blades of Chaos, like in the old games. Oh my god, so satisfying.
One of the things that I don't know if bugged me is the right word, but when you get back and Atreus is better, he doesn't really mention them at all. And then like later on, he's like, "Where did you get the blades from?" And Kratos is like, "Fuck off." But like you'd think that he just woke up, he'd be like, "The fuck? Where'd you get these swords from?" He doesn't say anything until like a couple of hours later, and I was like, "That's interesting."
He gets told that he's a god.
Yeah, true. That sort of takes precedent.
Also,
Man.
overheard what Kratos and Freya were talking about, and he heard his dad say he was cursed. I don't think he's gonna give a fuck about the blades.
That's true. Man, he became a piece of shit when he found out he was a god. I was like, oh god, this is what's happening. I hate this.
Yeah, he does. They do this thing where Atreus very much acts like a kid. Like there were some bits where he's just like this nice kid, and then he'll get sassy because he's not getting what he wants, kind of thing. Yeah. And then when he finds out that he's part god, like Nathan said, he gets real sassy, real cocky.
Yeah, so it's the main driver for like his side story, because not the whole story, but essentially obviously Kratos is a god, and his kid is part god, but he doesn't tell him. So the reason that Atreus gets sick is because inside of him, he's believing that he's human and suppressing his god powers, and the god powers are trying to fight through something like that. Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's why he's getting really, really sick. So they're literally like, you need to tell him that he's a god or he's gonna die. Like there's nothing you can do about it. And so Kratos is there and he's walking around and he's like, man, I fucked up. He was in hell and he was talking to just before he goes to hell, he's talking to Brock, and Brock is one of the dwarves that helps you forge your armor and upgrade your weapons and that.
Yeah.
And he's just like, I have to go to hell. And Brock's like, what the fuck? What you want to go to hell for, nigga? Brock's my favorite character in the game, by the way.
So good.
I decided that yesterday because I asked him for something. I had to do one of the missions, and he just told me that like the place that I had to go to was fuzzier than a weaver's butthole.
Oh, wow.
And the kid was like, man, how are you going to craft armor out of these random items that I've given you? And he's like, Nunya. The kid's like, Nunya? He's like, none your fucking business. Fucking love him. He's like my soul animal.
Good. He's great. I like what they've done with them as well. So you have these two dwarves that somehow just appear at random places when they shouldn't be there. And they just craft weapons and upgrade your armor and shit for you. But they just appear out of nowhere, like where you would find, you know, like an appropriate place for a store. They're just there. And you go, how the fuck do you get there? And they just justify by saying they have this magical power that allows them to travel between realms. So they just get places when they want to.
I'm just there. Like,
but not just that, they have their own backstory. So there's two dwarves and they're brothers, and at the start they talk about how they hate each other, and then gradually you find out more about them, where one of the brothers is like, is the other one, I think it was Sindri that asked about Brock.
I think the first time it's Brock.
Or was it Brock that's
Brock's
asking
like,
about Sindri?
Has he been eating okay?
Yeah, that's right. And then you go, when you meet Sindri the next time, I think Atreus tells him, he goes, oh yeah, Brock has been asking if you've been eating well. And he's like, oh fuck, he cares about me? He doesn't care about me. And then, gradually you just find out more about them, and they're just really great characters, but they're supposed to be just there to craft shit for you. They don't do much else, but it's cool that they have their own story as well. And then at the end they get together, and when you go to their shop, they're just working together as brothers.
It's actually really cool, And on top of that, there's I forgot what I was going to say.
Yeah, I saw that too.
I was just thinking, and it just left my head. No, that's what I was going to say. So on top of that, you can cut that out if you want.
I'm going to go ahead and leave that in there.
Cool. Great. We're going to talk about my empty-headedness.
Yep.
Anyway, I was going to say another standout character was Mimir.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
Mimir is like the all-seeing god. And you go to the top of the highest mountain in Midgard, which is just, Earth and shit, based on Thor bullshit. Anyway, so you go to the tallest mountain in Midgard, and up the top is this tree, and he knows everything. Well, he's not a tree; he's a human that was melded with the tree by Odin, because he fucked up. And he has these all-seeing eyes that he can see everything. He's pretty much what's his name? Heimdall from Thor. It's him, except he's a tree. Anyway, you need his help to get to Jotunheim, and the only way to get his help is to get him off the tree, but you can't because Odin made it that he was going to be part of the tree forever. So you need to decapitate him and then take him to a witch to reanimate his head, and then his head follows you around for the rest of the journey because you just got attached to your belt. So you're just walking around with a severed head. And towards the end, Atreus sees Sindri, and if you press triangle and talk to him, Atreus is like, Sindri, which is the other dwarf. So the personalities of the two dwarves is Brock is like gruff and like doesn't give a fuck about anything and he's dirty, and Sindri's like a clean freak. So he's always telling you about how you're dirty, he needs to clean your armor and clean your sword and shit. But Atreus is like, Sindri, have you met Mimir? And he's like, do you mean that decaying, decapitated, reanimated head on your belt that keeps blinking at me? It just throws up. I really like him as well.
Yeah, I like what they do with, like you said, he's always just attached to the belt there. And when you're in a combat situation, if there's someone behind you, he'll actually yell out,
behind you,
yeah, behind you, brother. And then that obviously tells you there's someone behind you, so you turn around and block the shot or something like that.
Yeah, they've done a really good job at making normal gameplay elements, like things that make a game that you can look at and go, this is a game. Like, I don't know how to explain it properly, but like actual things that happen. It's
things that
games,
you find in games, but they make it fit in the context of
the universe.
God of War. Yeah.
Like, obviously, like we said, the shops, the fact that the dwarves can move between realms, like in any other game, they wouldn't even bother to explain it. They'd just be like, they're there.
Yeah.
Fucking it's a game. Deal with it. But God of War goes out of its way to tell you that this isn't just a game. Like, it's something more. Like, it is an experience.
Man, and yeah, the tracking shot. So the whole game is just one long shot of the camera is always behind Kratos, and if it's like a sort of cutscene, the camera will move around, but it's still the one single shot. And it's just, incredible. So the whole time when Nathan was talking about the fight with the dragon, that's all one shot. You kill the dragon, you land, the dragon falls, his mouth open around you. That's all one fucking shot. It's crazy.
Yeah, there's no cuts in the camera at all. It's fucking insane. And to add to that, the final boss battle, it's just insane.
Yeah. So you fight this, what at the start is
it's just this
referred
stranger.
to as the stranger. It is actually the god Balder.
Man, that was crazy though. Like when he's like like beating up and he's like, my turn, and he just hits you and you fly. I was like,
yeah,
what the fuck?
So good. But yeah, you're fighting him, but at the same time you find out his mum is Freya, and his mum is trying to basically stop the fight because you're trying to kill her son. So she reanimates this dead giant, and she's like trying to interfere in the fight. So you're fighting this guy that's like the same size as you, and at the same time there's a fucking giant like trying to stop the fight. It's so epic. It's just crazy.
It was, yeah, and it's actually really heartbreaking because the way that it ends is you beat Balder, and it shows a lot of growth in Kratos that he doesn't feel the need to kill him. He's beaten. So he just tells him, you won't hurt her, you won't come for us, fuck off, you're beaten. You can't beat me. Laters, bitch. And then, oh goodness, that wasn't a fart, it was the chair. This is a fart. No, I'm kidding. Anyway, yeah, so you fight Balder. I forgot my train of thought again. The chair fucked me off.
Fart?
Not the fart. Fight?
The fart.
What fart?
Yeah.
Yes.
Fighting Balder.
Yeah. Fuck! I'm like half asleep. What is happening to me? I don't remember what I was saying.
Should wrap it up soon anyway. What, 15 minutes? Over 15 minutes.
Yeah.
Look, the whole game, I think, really well done. Good blend of good story, good graphics, environments look beautiful.
Fantastic.
Character development, combat. everything is just amazing.
Every character that was in the game felt like they served a purpose. There was
Yeah.
no throwaway character. Everybody
Yeah.
was developed really well. And there's 6 characters in the game? 7 maybe?
Yeah.
You count the World Serpent?
Fucking World Snake.
Hot Snake.
Hot Snake, yes. World Serpent.
Man, like, it's just so loud.
Yeah. His voice. Fuck. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed the game as much as we did. But this is it for our spoiler chat, I think, because Nathan's brain is about to shut down.
Mate, it
we'll
shut down
leave it here.
12 years ago when I was in Vietnam.
Fuck were you doing in Vietnam 12 years ago?
I was in the war, son.
There was no war 12 years ago, cunt.
What do you know? You weren't there.
Okay.
Lest we forget.
Alright, we're out of here.